Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning into another Supatease video. And in this one, we have some big content updates that you certainly do not want to miss as Blizzard continues to discuss their intents and plans of action for the remainder of Dragonflight, because as of this moment right now, Dragonflight has probably been one of the most well-received expansions in, I want to say, a very, very long time. Like so many years now. It's crazy to think that much time has gone past, man. I'm making myself feel old right now, but this has been an amazing release to an expansion. They've been highly receptive and responsive to ongoing feedback. Hopefully that remains to be the case, because things like PvP, I think, are actually still going to need a little bit of a tune-up. But let's talk about what their foresight is, what their vision is for the rest of the expansion, because, you know, usually there is a honeymoon phase when it comes to a new game, when it comes out and the initial responses to it all being really hype. But it's what they do after that, right? Is it just milk the hype and then let it rot, or what are they going to do to maintain the game throughout its entire life cycle? And their update here appears to be very promising for that case. Like the right off the rip, it's been an inspiring month for the World of Warcraft team as we've watched the world soar over the Dragon Isles, defend their renowned allies from the primalist threat, stay a while and listen to tales of regret, craft inspired items, delve into dungeons, and make vast quantities of soup. The world just feels whole in this expansion, traveling around, gathering professions, world PvPing, engaging in really epic moments. Even a lot of these world quests are a lot more engaging, with dragon riding being incorporated into them. I've been having, honestly, the biggest blast with the world, and I'm usually somebody who doesn't want to engage with the world. I just want to stay in my little PvP bubble. But with what they've done with it has made me kind of expand past that bubble and get a lot of enjoyment from something that normally I'm a pretty tough sell on. So it has been really good. They talk about their release cycle, what their plans are for the future, and they have it really detailed down below. They're going to be doing 10.0.5 patches and 10.0.7 patches. So like 2 mini patches in between each major cycle, which is going to pump even more content to do and go after. And that schedule, they've got it right here. So for example, in winter, patch 10.0.5, they're introducing the trading post, a way for players to earn even more awesome cosmetic items. The Primalist Tomorrow white and gray transmog items. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to probably spend way too much time farming different types of transmog. I'm really excited for that, because there's a lot of like miscellaneous items that you can get, kind of like pitchforks and butcher knives and stuff like that, like all the cooking utensils and stuff. I'm really curious to see what types of transmogs you can come up with this. And obviously there are talent overhauls. We're seeing big talent overhauls with some classes. I do hope the Balance Druid gets another look over. It looks like they actually did a look over since my recent video of it, but it's still, I'm tempted to make a video to talk about it again, but it's very close to getting there, but I'm a bit worried about it overall. But regardless, I am happy that there are consistent class updates that move forward, keeping with their promises from the beta, where it isn't just, oh no, this class didn't get finished, and now I guess we get wait until next expansion for it to get finished because of all the borrowed power. That type of situation does not appear to be happening. And then 10.0.7 in the spring, Return to the Forbidden Reach, human and orc heritage armor, as well as some holiday updates. And then season 2 will begin, where there's a brand new zone, a new raid, new PvP season, new Mythic Plus pool of dungeons, profession updates, and user interface improvements. This is probably my biggest complaint so far with the expansion. If there was one thing that I'm upset about, is how the user interface has been bugging out a lot. Whether it be your health pool disappears, your add-ons don't work, or they crash your game, or they disappear, or they reset your UI constantly. The user interface, I think, is actually one thing that really needs some significant improvements too, right? I don't think it has been all sunshine and roses. The UI, I think, needs a lot of attention. So hopefully here, this will get that attention that it needs, because I'd really like to start using the add-ons that I used to use. It feels like I can't use the functionality of my UI that I was previously able to use, which is a very frustrating experience at the moment. So this is one thing I do hope that they hit. And then in summer, we've got 10.1.5, a mega dungeon, more world events, and content and system updates. And then in fall, 10.1.7, story and quest, holiday refresh, content and system updates. And then for season 3, we're repeating the same: new zone, new raid, new PvP season, new plus dungeon pool, and additional content features. They're going to share more information regarding this. It's all subject to change, so take that into account as it's posted here. It makes me wonder if this means we are only getting 3 seasons, or if this is just 2023, and if there's going to be a 4th season moving forward. just to determine, how many PvP sets, how many titles are we going to have to go after, how long am I going to have to complete my challenges for my classes that I've set for myself in PvP. Given the queue times, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get into a game, let alone get to 2,400 on every class in solo queue. Hopefully they look at incentivization for healers when it comes to ranked solo shuffle, because that appears to also be kind of a blaring issue at the moment that I can see at the moment. Still would like to see some class tuning again for PvP. I think it's very noticeable at this point if you've looked at any graphs that Shadow Priests, Demon Hunters, these specializations are performing way above the rest of the group, and it's mostly due to their self-sustainability and their self-healing, which did get targeted and has actually got targeted quite a few times, and is still just so dramatically superior to a large portion of other classes. It lets those classes get away with more mistakes than others, which is why they're climbing the ranks a lot higher than other classes, because they're going to be more forgiving as a result. So hopefully those kind of three major things can get looked at, but I am very impressed with the ongoing reception improvements. Like even just the weekly world PvP quest, I feel like a lot of people are like, it's really hard to get 200 sparks of life. Next week it's only 100 sparks of life. I finished it in one day. I just went out when I was in queue and finished it in one day. So I was like, okay, all right then. It's not a problem anymore. So like all those like previously annoying elements that you had to deal with, even like getting your spark of ingenuity. Why do I have to do all the campaign to get the spark of ingenuity? Nope, you don't. Here you go. You can just skip right to the spark and get the spark. All those like kind of just like, why is it like that? If it just got changed, it would be a little bit better. I'd really like that. Those moments do appear to be getting addressed, and I can only imagine they do want to fix the UI issues, and maybe it's a deeper problem than, I'm not a game designer or developer to understand how long it takes to fix. Just pointing out things that I would like to see make this expansion as good as possible. But other than that, this is the content update. Aside from this, we do have news in terms of the esports front with the Arena World Championship announcement and Mythic Dungeon International, with a tremendous amount of prizing between both programs and both regions. So now is really the time to start polishing up your skills, whether you're going to be entering the Mythic Plus races or entering the Arena World Championship tour. There's going to be a little bit of a different format for this year. There's going to be teams participating in cups to qualify to the top 4 teams for NA and EU in the grand finals. And there's also going to be a gauntlet for teams 4th to 8th. So even if you're not a team that maybe you don't think you can even get into the top 1, you can't beat the best teams, you're going to have a different competition to go through and have some extra prizing to go after as you look to advance into the grand finals, which is going to be really exciting for any kind of new coming teams to the front. So I definitely recommend giving this a shot. It's completely open signups, and you're probably going to have access to the tournament realm. Again, I'm not guaranteeing anything like this because I'm not the one that makes it, but I would imagine, because in the past you have, you'll be getting access to the tournament realm. So even if you don't have time to play a ton of classes, you're going to be able to make them right away on these tournament realms. It's always really fun. Some of my most fondest memories are playing in these tournaments, even if I didn't win them. So definitely go out, look for a team, give it a go. As you compete, you're also going to have a chance to earn a new in-game item called the Thundering Banner of the Aspects, which I'm only assuming works as a flag of ownership. Maybe it's on your back. I want to see what it looks like, honestly. It could be a really cool transmog item, especially to incorporate with all the new transmog additions that they've just got and recently announced with this next minor patch cycle. So really excited about this. Seems like everything is on the up and up, and they are aware of the issues and looking to address them as it goes on. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below and your thoughts. Are there any other problems that I haven't currently listed that you can see being a long-term issue, or just like one of those like little twists that's like, why is the game like this one little thing? Why can't I skip this part of it? It's a little bit frustrating. Let me know in the comments down below, because the aim is here to keep you guys up to date with everything related to World of Warcraft and make sure that you're enhancing your experience maximally and not missing out. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one.